Hello everyone. So in my last class we have discussed about resources and development. We have discussed so many topics regarding development of resources. Agenda 21 resource planning. Then we have discussed about resource planning in India and conservation of resources. Okay. Then there was a statement which was penned by Mahatma Gandhi, and this statement we have discussed so far. So now let us discuss about land resources. Okay. You all know that land is the basic essential thing which is required for our environment. In land only we perform our economic activities. Whatever the agriculture, mining, industry, rivers, whatever they are flowing, whatever they are being built, or whatever the things are done, they are done on a piece of land only. So, in fact, we can say land, we live on land, we perform our economic activities on land, and we use it in different ways. Thus, land is a natural resource of utmost importance. It supports natural vegetation, wildlife, human life, economic activities, transport, and communication systems. So, it supports all those economic spheres in which the land is being supported, and it is more important and more valuable as we think of, right? However, land is an asset of a finite magnitude, therefore, it is important to use the available land for various purposes with careful planning. So, we should plan that in this plot of land I have to do agriculture, in this plot of land I have to do irrigation, in this plot I have to do manufacturing, some industries. Like that, we need to carefully we need to plan in which the land can be equally distributed and cannot be let any harm or danger. Now, it's a very important paragraph, okay, and through this paragraph is a pictorial representation of the whole paragraph, whole scenario is being written. Here, 43% it is used for the plains of the land. We use land as important relief features. We use for the plains purposes, mountains, plateaus, islands, so many purposes we use, right? Plains, there is 43%. Mountains is how much, tell me? 30%. Plateaus 27%. Like this pictorial representation, 2 marks, it comes under every board examination. So please take it carefully, because picture based questions are highly essential, as you may expect for 2 marks in any subject, whether it's history, geography, DP, or economics. Anywhere else you can get the pictorial representation, so it's highly essential. Mark my words. Now, India has land under variety of relief features, okay, namely what? Mountains, plateaus, plains, islands. About 43% of land area is plain, which provides facility for agriculture and industry. Agriculture and industry is being used for the what? Land area is 43%. It is used. Mountains account for 30% of the total surface area of the country and ensure perennial flow of some rivers. Means, so the mountains only, the rivers are being flowing. So it helps in the flowing of the rivers, okay, and it provides facilities for tourism and ecological aspects. About 27% of the area of the country is a plateau region. It is said to be plateau region, 27%. It possesses rich reserves of minerals, fossil fuels, and forests. Okay, rich reserves it provides. Okay, same on minerals, fossil fuels, and forests. So this paragraph is highly essential, as you may get for 3 marks question also, that what the land is being used for so many purposes, and what are the purposes, and how much, what is the data actually. Okay, now land utilization. Land is used for so many ways. For the economic activities, like for the forest purpose it is being used, okay. Then land not available for cultivation, like barren and wasteland. Land put to non-agricultural uses, like for example buildings, roads, factories, etc. So many non-agricultural uses, like we build a particular house, okay. Then other uncultivated land means excluding fallow land, permanent pastures and grazing land, okay. Land under miscellaneous tree crops groups not included in the net zone area, okay. Then cultivable wasteland left uncultivated for more than 5 agricultural years. So it is also used not for only for the cultivation purposes, but also used for pastures and grazing land, okay. And net zone area also not in, it is being included, okay. Then cultivable wasteland which is uncultivated for more than 5 agricultural years, and that's it. Next, fallow lands. What is fallow lands? Other fallow left without cultivation or one or less than one acres a year. So fallow means leaving the land uncultivated. Okay, it is used for the fallow lands also. Other than current fallow left uncultivated for more past 1 to 5 agricultural years. Next, net sown area, highly essential. You get for MCQ also. The physical extent of land on which crops are sown harvested is known as what? Net sown area. Okay, one particular asset of land, okay, in which crops are sown and harvested, that is said to be net sown area. Area sown more than once in an agricultural year plus net sown area, that is said to be gross cropped area, highly essential. Okay, gross cropped area means what? Area which is sown more than once in agricultural year plus net sown area. Okay, next, land use patterns in India. The use of the land is determined by physical factors as topography, climate, soil types, as well as human factors such as population change, density, technological capability, and culture and tradition, etc. So yeah, land is used for both the physical factors as well as human factors like topography, climate, soil types. Okay, human factors such as population density, technological capability, and culture and traditions. Just you have to remember these points. Okay, next. Total geographical area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer. As you have well known, in class 9th, there was a chapter named India Size and Location. I hope you are familiar with that topic, and we have gone through that. Our India is covering a geographical area that is 3.21 million square kilometer. Land use data, however, is available only for 93% of the total geographical area because the land use reporting for most of the northeast states except Assam has not been fully. Moreover, some areas of Jammu and Kashmir occupied by Pakistan and China have also not been surveyed. So here it shows about some areas where actually the land is not being used for reporting for the northeast states except Assam has not been done fully. Okay, so it is used for only for 93%. Okay, next. Okay, so the land under permanent pasture has also decreased. Means the pastures which the farmers were growing has also been decreased. Now, how are we able to feed our huge cattle production in this pasture land, and what are the consequences of it? Most of the other than the current fallow lands are either the poor quality, the cost of cultivation of such land is very high. Sometimes what happens, no, some poor people cannot afford some money for buying a land, so its cost of cultivation will be little very much high. Hence, these lands are cultivated once or twice in about 2 to 3 years, and if these are included in the net sown area, then the percentage of NSA in India comes to about 54% of the total reporting area. Okay, so according to net sown area, here it is being said that if forests are not available, at least here we can say that lands are cultivated once or twice in about 2 to 3 years. Okay, if this also will be included in net zone area, then NSA will come about 54%. Okay, wherever the numerical data comes, you have to underline this point. Okay, next, the pattern of net zone area varies greatly from one state to another. It is over 80% of the center of the total area in Punjab and Haryana, and less than 10% in Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Some places name is there. Okay, Punjab and Haryana, as you know, in economics, we have studied one chapter, that is Story of Village Palampur. So, in that chapter, we have learned about Green Revolution, right? And in biology also, you have learned about Green Revolution. So, Green Revolution here in some places it is very rich. Okay, like it is used for the HYV seeds. Okay, where farmers grow HYV seeds and they grow it. Okay, so like that, what happened in Punjab and Haryana, as the Green Revolution is occurring, over 80% of the total area, it is net zone area is being included. But in Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, 10%, less than 10% is being used. Okay, so net zone area, it is being rich in the places where the green revolution is occurring. Okay, that is Punjab and Haryana. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you. Next, forest area in the country is far lower than the desired 33% of the geographical area. It was outlined in National Forest Policy. So please, here it is a very important point. There is National Forest Policy. Okay, wait. Okay. So National Forest Policy means it is implemented in 1952, and here it is less than 33%. Okay, in our India total, the forest land is less than 33%. But here the National Forest Policy, it claims that minimum desired percentage should be 33% at least. Okay, for example, if I give the example, like in order to pass the exam, okay, at least a person or has to secure 33% out of 100 in any exam, right? So like that, it was considered essential for maintenance of ecological balance. Okay, so next, the livelihood of millions of people who live on fringes of this forest depends upon it. A part, a part of the land is termed as a wasteland and land put to non-agricultural uses. Wasteland includes rocky, arid and desert areas, and land put to non-agricultural uses includes settlements, roads, railways, industries, etc. Okay, continuous use of land over a long period of time without taking appropriate measures to conserve and manage it has resulted in land degradation. Means, if we use the land for so many years ago without taking some conservation measures, then it will lead a serious repercussions on society and environment. Okay, very important. Land degradation, it is very important to conserve the land, because if you are just using the land recklessly and negligently, then it will lead to serious problems in our society, and we cannot use such lands for various purposes, right? So like that, land degradation and conservation measures, some conservation measures are highly essential to conserve the land. Okay, so now let us read line by line, and we will understand step by step how to conserve the land resources. We have shared our land with the past generations, and will have to do so with the future generations too. Not only we need to conserve the resources for the present scenario, but also we should keep in mind that for the future generation also, these resources should not lack. Okay, like that thing you should understand. Now, 95% of the basic needs for food, shelter, and clothing are obtained from land. Human activities have not only brought about degradation of land, but have also aggravated the pace of natural forces to cause damage of land. We are the human citizens. We are only modifying our environment. We are recklessly cutting the trees, okay, destroying our natural ecosystems, in which animals as well as human beings also have to face such problems. In order to prevent such problems, we need to conserve this land. Next, some human activities such as deforestation, okay, overgrazing, mining, and quarrying to have contributed significantly in land degradation. Deforestation means, in class 8th, I think you have understood about deforestation. Means clearance of forests. Means forest you are cutting the trees, and overgrazing means something you have to understand, like grazing, like animals are grazing on the land very much. That is overgrazing. Mining, okay, mining and quarrying to have contributed significant land degradation. So what are the causes or what are the consequences of the land degradation? It is being mentioned. Now, mining sites are abandoned after excavation work is complete, leaving deep scars and traces of overburdening. In states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, and Odisha, deforestation due to mining have caused severe land degradation. Okay, states like we can say Jharkhand, you can remember the trick and acronym also, JCMO. Okay, JCMO. So Jharkhand, J stands for Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, and Odisha. These have caused severe land degradation. Okay, due to mining. Okay, due to excessive mining, what happened? Land degradation is being done. In states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra, overgrazing is one of the main reasons for land degradation. So, Gujarat, Rajasthan, okay, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, overgrazing is the main reason for the land degradation. Okay, some states are given that you should remember, and that's it. In the states of Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, over irrigation is responsible for land degradation due to waterlogging, leading to increase in salinity and alkalinity in the soil. You know very well, that Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh are famous for the green revolution, in which the farmers use HYV seeds to cultivate the land, right? So, like that, some states like Punjab, Haryana, and Western Uttar Pradesh, they have resulted land degradation due to over irrigation. Okay, over irrigation is not good. Okay, too much is not good for anything. Okay, you should understand this thing. Next, the mineral processing like the grinding of limestone for cement industry and calcite and soapstone for ceramic industry generate huge amount quantity of dust in the atmosphere. It retards the process of infiltration of water in the soil after it settles down in the land. Means sometimes what happen no, in some places we are doing boring. Like boring means like we can say we are putting the land into trouble, right? So, like that, it retards the process of infiltration of water into the soil after it settles down on land. In recent years, industrial effluents as waste have become a major source of land and water pollution in many parts of the country. Okay, industrial effluents like what are the waste products are being, we can circulated, or we can say circulated in the way like which is being polluted in an environment. It also causes to land degradation. So this is all about the land degradation causes. Okay. Now, next paragraph is highly essential because there are some of the ways of the problems of land degradation. Many ways to solve the problems. Okay, in order to conserve the piece of land, we should take up some measures. Okay, afforestation and proper management of grazing can help to some extent. Okay, afforestation means like planting the trees. Okay, and grazing should be managed properly, which can help to some extent. Okay, planting of shelter beds of plants, control of overgrazing, stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes are some of the methods to check land degradation in areas. Means like if we plant such trees, if we control some overgrazing, means whatever the things which we have learned about the causes that we need to prevent, that is the ways for the conserving the land resources. Proper management of wastelands, control of mining activities, proper discharge and disposal of industrial effluents and waste after treatment can reduce land and water degradation in industrial and suburban areas. So whatever we have discussed about causes of the land degradation, that are only the prevention methods that we need to prevent and control. That's it. That is the land degradation. The next video, next segment, we are going to understand about soil as a resource. Till then, stay tuned. The next video will upload very soon. Till then, thank you.